Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, October 16th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's start with Game 3 of the ALDS, which happened yesterday. Blue Jays down 2 games to nothing going into the game. They needed this one badly to stay alive, and they got it. Shane Bieber with a nice start, 6 innings, struck out 8, gave up 2 earned runs. George Kirby went 4 innings, gave up 8 earned runs on 8 hits and 2 walks. The Blue Jays won the game 13-4, thanks to 5 home runs and 18 hits. So they scored 13 runs on 18 hits, 5 of which were by way of the long ball. A dominant performance. The Mariners jumped out to an early lead. They were up 2-0 in the uh, first inning. And then the Blue Jays scored the next, let's see here, 12 runs of the game, which is a lot of runs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. almost had the cycle. He was very close to getting the triple, but he was 4 for 4 with the walk. Strong performance from the Blue Jays, up and down the lineup, contributions. Um, and yeah, that means that the Blue Jays have put themselves in a better position. The Mariners, however, still have a chance to win this series. They have a better chance, some might say. They still lead it 2-1. They have 2 more games at home, and then it goes back to Toronto. So as long as the Blue Jays win at least one of these games, then they're still very much alive. Well, obviously, they have to win one of the next 2 games in Seattle. But if they do, they'll still be in a good position to win the series. So that leads us to today, where there are 2 games. Every single team still alive in the season is playing. The first one is the Dodgers and the Brewers in Los Angeles for the first time in the series. Aaron Ashby starting for the Brewers, and Tyler Glasnow starting for the Dodgers. And much like yesterday, this is a game the Brewers need to win, like the Blue Jays needed to win their game. If they don't, that's pretty much it. Down 3 games. You having to win 4 in a row. The Dodgers only need one, and they still have 2 home games. Not to mention that the Dodgers, by winning the first 2 games by way of strong pitching performances, have put themselves in a position to close out the series. Just, yeah, 2 games already down, 4 games to go, and it's going to be Glasnow, Ohtani, and then back to Snell and Yamamoto. Those are 4 very tough pitching matchups, and the Brewers are going to have to win 3 of those 4 before it really gets back to Glasnow. So the Dodgers, um, they have put themselves in a position not to get burned by their weaknesses, and instead they're starting pitching, which was kind of it was a rough spot because of the injuries they've had in the regular season. The starting pitching has really hit their stride at the right time for the Dodgers, and up 2-0 with 3 home games. It's looking like Dodgers are going to be back-to-back NL champs, which sucks as a Giants fan. But that's the first game, and the second game is Blue Jays and Mariners Game 4. Max Scherzer for the Blue Jays, Luis Castillo for the Mariners. In this matchup, you like to favor the Mariners. They're at home, and they have the better pitcher. But the Blue Jays just came off scoring 13 runs, and Max Scherzer is a dog. He's one of the best to ever do it, and if he rises to the occasion, then the Blue Jays have a good chance to win this game. And that's what's going on for baseball today. 2 big games. It's going to be exciting. Thursday Night Football is also tonight. The Steelers at the Bengals, and I think with the way that the Bengals have been playing recently, their injuries, I think it's going to be Steelers. Steelers who really have a chance to run away with this division, which is kind of crazy. But the Ravens have been hurt, and the Bengals have been hurt, and the Browns are the Browns. So Steelers really with a good chance to win the division this year. Yeah, it's Thursday night. Anything can happen, but what I think is going to happen is Pittsburgh winning this game. The Sharks don't play today. They will play on Friday, which is tomorrow. And as for basketball, we're nearing the start of the regular season. I'm very excited for it. I think the Warriors have gotten better. But that's not for another week or so. So um, I think we covered everything. Two big baseball games today. If the Dodgers win, series is pretty much all but over. The Brewers that won all those games and made the playoffs are not the Brewers that we've seen in this series so far. They have not scored, and they've barely scored any runs. They have not hit the ball very well at all. They've had like 4 hits over 2 games. Dodger pitching has been dominant. The Dodger offense has done enough to win the games. And with the game being in LA, it's really tough to see a way for the Brewers to win this series. But I obviously hope that happens because I don't like the Dodgers. And as for the American League side, um, recency bias is obviously a big thing. So you like to think the Blue Jays, but Mariners, I think the Mariners will have a bounce back game. I think it'll be close, decent, this decently scored, maybe like 5-4, 6-5, something like that. Um, a close game, but the Mariners will win it, and that's what I think is going to happen. So yeah, that's we covered everything for today. All the sports that are going on: 2 baseball games, a football game, lots of hockey, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Tomorrow we'll talk about what happened. Um, it's gonna be a lot of fun today. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.